Okay, y'all. I have a couple updates on Nolan's case, and I also want to go into this is bigger than what y'all think. I just have that feeling. This is so similar to other research that I have done. And I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. I have done hours and hours and months and years of research on this. And it's spot on. Same thing that didn't happen before. And I ain't talking about, somebody getting taken out and being with the wrong crowd and this and that and this. No. All the Masonic ties, y'all, you can't make this up. Now let's get it, y'all. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you. To my day ones, twos, threes, and fours, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep. Because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all. So let's get to it. Boy, oh boy. A lot of stuff is coming out this morning. It seems like now that certain people, the sheriff, is being forced to do his job. Now, word on the street is the feds has joined in on the reindeer games. Okay, y'all? And now the sheriff just made a statement that he is now working with the feds in this case. Okay, y'all? He came forward and gave a little more information. He been dodging people for I don't know how long. Everybody been trying to reach out to him. And they're always saying he in a meeting or whatever. And he never answered the phone. He is being forced to the forefront, y'all. Forced. So now he's saying, okay, the FBI is helping him out. And they're also saying that the toxicology report could take about a couple weeks. This is what they're saying. It could take a couple of weeks. Okay, y'all. Remember I was just talking about this the other day. Like, they ain't saying nothing and this and that. And they got a second one that's finished too. And, nothing. So people are saying, somebody in my comment section also said it too. So thank you for the information. They are saying that they got to wait for the toxicology reports. But, yeah, there was an update in this situation. That's all he gave, but it is what it is. Now, remember when I told y'all that somebody had put out that video was fake? Not fake, but it was a video from June the 29th, so 20-something. This is what the word on the street was. This video that was put out on the end of June. Okay? And I ran across this guy, his page, and he be snapping out. He's on IG. The big old let text or whatever he is, okay? But he's on IG. And he pointed something out about the picture. And he said he believed that they are lying, saying that this picture is from June or something. And I believe him now, because if you look at this guy's chest, you see USA. Ain't nobody gonna have USA on their chest on the 29th or 28th of June, and the 4th of July is coming up unless they got it cut early. I'm just saying, y'all, and I don't think so. I just don't think so. So it's starting to look like this picture is not fake. So if this picture is not fake, which that's what it looks like, and y'all let me know in the comment section if he got USA on his chest. And this is what people do. They do all kind of weird stuff for the 4th. People cut their hair. They do all kind of stuff. They put the colors in their hair, and they get ready for the 4th of July. And they party and they have all of their stuff and this and that like that. So to me, I'm gonna say I don't know, but I'm leaning toward that this picture right here is real. And he did make it away from that island. Just my personal opinion, y'all. Okay? My personal opinion. But he did point this out, which is, yeah, it makes sense. Okay? That would be going on for the 4th. Okay, y'all? Now, let's get into what I really want to get into. The fact that this story is so big and so many people that then came before this story is similar in so many ways. I want to point those things out right now. Okay? Like I said before, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing like that, but you have to go every angle when it comes to cases like that. You can't just look at, who did it and this and that and that and this without looking at other things and the people that surrounding themselves around this situation. There's so many stories like this out here. Why don't certain people that surrounded around Nolan's family be surrounded around all these other? Carmelo Anthony just went to prison for 35 years for being picked on, being bullied, and defending himself. Where's all the support for that? I keep telling y'all, being Crump them is plugged, y'all. They plug through masonry stuff. And a lot of this stuff is, from my research, parents they're giving up them firstborns for the sacrifices. A lot of research that I have done, y'all, spot on. Spot on. Just like these colors. Spot on. Red and white. Black and white. It's a lot of symbolism going on right now. And we cannot not look at that. We just can't. Okay, y'all? Trayvon Martin, same situation. That's going on right now is so similar to what happened to him. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I've been holding back a lot of stuff. I really have when it comes to this case. I've been quiet, and I'm not going to stay quiet, okay? My name ain't Miss Lowdown for no reason. I'm going to give you the lowdown, whether you like it or not. And if you got a problem with, my research and stuff like that, don't let the doorknob hit you on your way out, respectfully, okay? But don't come in my comment section talking shit, because you ain't going to do nothing but get blocked, and you won't even be able to talk. You can disagree respectfully, but when you get to start getting ignorant, I'm just saying, okay, I'm gonna throw a block party. All right. And if you are a blogger that used to be a bench warmer, I'm gonna check you, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, y'all. Now let's talk about all of these similarities with Trayvon Martin, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. I started doing some more numbers. I ain't put it in this video, but I'm going to put another numbers video together in Gematria. And I'm going to tell my day 1s, 2s, and 3s especially, and my 4s now. They will tell y'all the majority of the time that I do Gematria, it be spot on. It be spot on every time. And there's some weird stuff coming out right now, y'all, that just don't make no sense. Okay? I put the mother name in Gematria, and lo and behold, all kind of stuff popped up. And I was like, oh my God, if I say the things that's popping up, people going to think I'm crazy. They're going to think I'm just out on a limb, but it is coming up in the numbers. And one of the main things that's coming up in the numbers for Nolan's mother is the 113, y'all. Them 11 and them 3s. And y'all know what that means. Not honest. A liar. Okay? A straight up bona fide liar. Okay, somebody that is dishonest. This is what is coming up in the numbers. Another thing that's coming up in the numbers, and just like certain people will come up and some people don't, stuff come up and they'll come up later. With Trayvon Martin, his daddy was coming up as masonry. The mother, not so much. But later on, she joined in on the reindeer games because she saw how, prosperous things was. Okay, y'all? And I'm going to say this too. Another thing that's coming up in the numbers is, and that's the same thing that's happening with Nolan parents too. The mother is coming up under her stuff. Not so much the dad. Now, I have to go and look a little bit more on the dad, but the dad is the stepfather. But the mother is so much masonry stuff coming up, y'all. You wouldn't believe the things that is coming up, y'all. I couldn't, I was like, I was stuck. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? So, it's Gematria. I mix this Gematria up with the stories that's coming out, and I try to put the pieces together. That's how I do it. And I come in every angle. Every angle. Just like we looking into those guys that he was hanging out with and who he spent the night with and all of that other stuff. You still have to look at The parents and everybody else too, especially when it's Masonic ties to it, y'all. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. Okay? And it is what it is. What day and age are we living in that, people are passing their little ones to people to be a part of an organization? Look at Ricky Smiley. He came on social media and said, I never thought I'd be a part of an organization that I would have to lose my child. If that ain't an admittance that you are a part of a cult, I don't know what to tell y'all. And if you don't know about it, go look it up. Please do. All of these hugs and kisses and stuff like that makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. Is they real? Now, people coming in my comment section call, you trying to say she don't love her child, blah, 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 blah. I ain't say that. I didn't say that at all. But people out here is messed up in the head. And to get ahead, they will do anything. We've seen this over and over in the industry. People give up little ones. And then all of a sudden, their career takes off. Look at Mike Tyson child that got taken out in, it was a so-called accident on a treadmill or something like that. His career was in the toilet, y'all. And then all of a sudden, Mike Tyson was everywhere again. Okay? I want you to pay attention to these signs, because ain't no certain around people all around these people for nothing. Okay? The same people that's around Nolan's family right now is all around. That was around Trayvon Martin's family. It's the same situation. Same situation, y'all. And it is what it is. Jay-Z, Jay-Z, Beyonce, even they had Tina out there, y'all. And she was acting like she was, down for Trayvon and this and that and that and this. How do you, as a celebrity, okay, y'all, only support one person when you hear a story like this and nobody else? Ask yourself this question. And if you do support this other person or celebrity star coming out for this other person, it's tied to Ben Crump and Al Sharpton. Ask yourself that question. All these stories that come out, y'all quiet as a mouse. But them two people get together and then all other little Masons start popping out. Like, that movie, what is it, the Gremlins, and they get wet and boop, 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 boop. Everybody's popping out. It's a pattern, y'all. It is a pattern, like it or not. You might not want to hear it, but it is what it is. How in the world do you lose a child and then start hanging out with all of these celebrities? Beyonce and Jay-Z wasn't the only celebrity that they started hanging out with. They started doing movies. Oh, yeah, y'all. They did a movie. Trayvon Martin's parents. They was in a movie, and not no regular movie. They was in a movie with the guy from the Black Panther. Yeah, him. One of the best actors out here. Top of the line. How in the world do these parents right here lose a child and end up in a movie? And when I put the numbers in, you know what it was saying? Body parts. And I'm starting to wonder now. Did they give up Trayvon Martin body parts? And who did they give it to? Some rich person that needed it? Ask yourself this question. We can't even, as a people, and we ain't celebrities, can't go take our child to the doctor no more, to the hospital now, without them saying, is they a donor? Is they a donor? They more concerned about if they're a donor than saving their lives now when you take your kids to the hospital. So, you think that they don't have a system with these cult members? You don't think that they pick certain people? You're not wondering why all of these athletes that's so athletic. And I do believe now that Carmelo Anthony changed the game for them. That's why they peed off. That's what I feel right now. I think that they were going to take him out under that tent. That's what I feel. They were going to take him out under that tent, and they were going to act like the footage didn't work or something like that, and they were going to get away with it. And possibly use, get body parts off of him or whatever. But he flipped the script on his bullies And he took one of them out instead of them taking him out. And this is why they so peed off, because they used to winning, not losing. They used to always having the upper hand. And Carmelo changed that. And this is why they so mad, y'all. This is why all of a sudden now they're in these group chats talking about, teaching other whites how to line up they black friends. And they all in cahoot, some type of, challenge or initiation stuff. Y'all, you can't make this up. He flipped the script on them. And this is probably why he's not getting support from the same people anymore. He's not getting that support. They're not rocking with him like that. They're not. Look at the activist that came out, and she been quiet as a mouse. She ain't said another thing. They are marching and everything for this kid, Nolan. There hasn't been one march, and this lady came out, and it looked like somebody shut her down and told her to go on somewhere and sit down somewhere. She out here now going to apartments and stuff, seeing to, elderly people. And not saying that they not important, but this is too. A kid just went to prison for 35 years. Where's that activist? Where is the people marching for him? I don't see it. You know why? They don't have as much money coming in like Nolan is right now. And it's about that money. It's about that attention and national attention. Okay? Pay attention to that. I wouldn't be surprised if Beyonce and Jay-Z don't pop out right now for Nolan. I wouldn't be surprised. Because they get these dumbfounded parents. And y'all can say what you want to. But a lot of these parents that this stuff is happening to their children, they playing dumbfounded. I don't care what nobody say. Carmelo Anthony parents acting like they just dumbfounded. They don't know nothing. Ain't no way in the world as a parent that I would have sit in that court and watched that stuff go down. And then at the last minute, they say, they take your son in the back and say, do you want to testify or not? You shouldn't testify because of this and that. Ain't no effing way. Because I would have said, no, you take that stand. All of these people that came out here and lied on you and this and that and this. Can't nobody tell the story like you can. You get on that stand and you tell your side of the story. No matter if they listen or not, it's still out there what happened. And it coming from your mouth. Ain't no one in what world I would have let that lawyer told him, don't take the stand. It was a complete setup. And now they out there crying and whining and da. But if it would have went the other way, would they have been giving all these GoFundMes and getting movie roles and stuff like that? Ask yourself this question. Y'all think that they didn't want Carmelo Anthony's body parts? That's what's coming up. Body parts. Got a major part to do with some of this stuff. Do you ever wonder why certain people are picked? They keep up with everything now. You can't even go to one doctor and go to the hospital somewhere else. They could pull your record up from way somewhere else now. They're keeping up with everything, every minute, whatever. If you were sickness, what illness, whatever is going on with you. And if you're a match for somebody, it's easy for them to get at you. We just found out, I think it's this year or last year, we just found out that people that's tied to this industry and all of this Epstein and all of this stuff, we just found out that our children that were going to grammar school and all of these years and every year taking school pictures and all of that stuff, we just found out that every last one of our children is in a database by some sick individuals that's out here doing God knows what to little ones. And this was their business. They have every child from every school. They got pictures of you. They keep up with, and then they make sure you go get your shots and the this and the that. They keep up with everything. And I said this way back to my subscribers. I said, I wonder, is this how they're chosen to go take kid to the nap somebody through this type of stuff? databases with your pictures. They sitting up there looking at the pictures, y'all, of every child from every school. And just pick whichever one. Oh, I'll take that one. Pull up his medical record and see what they working with. I'll take that one. Everybody's always saying, why is it the innocent ones that's out here doing this and doing that? Got so much going for them and this and that. These are the ones that these Satanists want. They don't just want their body parts. They want their BLOOD, y'all. These sick individuals running around here doing rituals of drinking that type of stuff. This ain't no movie. This real life. This happens for real, for real. Look at all the stuff that's coming out in them Epstein lists. This is real. And people got to wake up and see it, y'all. They just have to wake up and see it. It's so much sick stuff coming up in this. When the body parts part came up, I said, wait. Hanging out with celebrities. Got her purple on. The son got his purple on. Purpled it out. Don't purple equals sacred to the fight, y'all? I'm just asking. Don't it? This is crazy. This is crazy. Same circle of people. And this Al Sharpton guy, him and Jay-Z is close. They're all Masonically tied. Oh, yes, y'all. And the same people that were behind Trayvon Martin, same people that's behind Nolan parents. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. People were saying, Miss Lowdown, go back and look at those pictures with her crying. Or fake crying. Okay, y'all? I went back and I blew the picture up and I said, you don't see a tear the first. You know what? Her eyes ain't even puffy. They ain't even puffy, y'all. Everybody keep making excuses. And this is what people do. Our people, they flip the script. Oh, now you turning on. I'm not turning on the parents. But I'm not leaving them out either. The majority of the time when things happen to somebody, the household is the first place that people look. If the wife get taken out, they looking at the husband, suspect. If the husband get taken out, they looking at the wife as a suspect. If the kids get taken out, they looking at the parents as a suspect. Any good investigator is going to look at every angle. Not just one. Not just one, y'all. There's so many turns and twists in this case that it doesn't make any sense. It don't. And there have been lies all over the place. All over the place. You don't know what's true or not that's being put out here about this case. You don't know. And a lot of people feel like this is just energy harvesting, y'all. This is what they're doing. When you got so many people talking about something, energy harvesting, y'all. And people want to believe that there ain't no way in the world these parents is out here giving up their little ones. Yes, they are. People are joining cults right now, and they are giving up their little ones. They are. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. I've seen it over and over and over again. And the numbers did not lie. And I don't think they lying now, to be honest with y'all. There's a lot of fakeness going on. And if some people can't see the fakeness, that's on them if they can't see it. But the signs is all over the place. They're saying that this woman is one step from being a doctor. Right now. Right now. She's one step from being a doctor. And her mind seemed like it's not even, fully developed, if you ask me. If you on social media trying to do beauty products and trying to, it don't make no... Why not start a page and talk about medical stuff that'll help people or this and that. Give advice about that. This woman is in a fairy tale world. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Like I said, the more that bag go up, and then I got people in the comment section, they going to need a lot of money. They going to need this. They going to need that. They going to need this. Do y'all know how many celebrities that came forth for them? And the celebrities that came forth, they Masonics too. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, y'all. A lot of them. Now, I ain't gonna say all, but the majority are. And that screen volumes, y'all. I'm just have to say it like it is. That screen volumes. And you have to pay it all attention. We have sick individuals in this world that don't mind passing their little one to Satan. They don't. I don't see a tear the first. And she was, this is what she was doing. Not a tear the first. Not a tear. I'm going to call it all out, y'all. I don't see no puffiness. None of that stuff, y'all. Now, I know makeup will cover some stuff, but makeup do not cover up no baggy eyes if you've been crying and crying and crying. Y'all, this woman look like she just getting ready to go to work. Regular day, nothing is going on, okay? Every time she act like she's crying and really boo-hooing, there's not a drip drop coming out. Even when she's going to getting active for tissue, there's not a drip drop coming out. It's just like people in my comment section was saying, and I went and looked to see, and I couldn't find a tear. Not one. Not one, y'all. And that's sad when you have a child that has been taken out and there's more laughs than tears. And like people said, people grieve differently. Oh, yes, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. But we are not going to overlook. We're not going to do that. The fact that this has happened over and over and over again in the industry, y'all. Okay? We're not going to overlook that Trayvon Martin parents, they wasn't actors. They ain't got an acting bone in their body. But they was through in a movie. Yeah, y'all. Thurgood Marshall. They in this movie. When did they become actors? Not only is they in the movie, but Ben Crump is in the movie too, y'all. You can't make this up. With this actor right here, I can see them being a little skit, something. I don't really see them doing that, but they in a little skit, something. But you in there with this guy right here, one of the top dogs in the industry, one of the highest paid actors out there. And get this, he passes away hanging around these people. We ain't gonna go there now. I already did a video on that. Okay? I did my research on that. And people in my comment section, he had cancer. He had this. Did I not tell you that this guy in New York, that's from the same place where Jay-Z and them is from, a guy caught giving people cancer, doing experiments on people. This guy was hanging out with his own ops. Him and Michael B. Jordan was going toe-to-toe. They even got into it at an award show. They got into it, y'all. Badly. They had to move them away from each other. Because they were into it. Michael B. Jordan was hating on this guy so bad. He was jealous of him. And this guy was hanging out with Mary J. Blige. All the same people that's in that same inner circle of P. Diddy and Jay-Z. I did a video on this. But tell me why in this day and age, with a big actor like this, with Trayvon Martin and Ben Crump and them end up in a movie with this man, y'all. If it ain't some suspect going on here. This is Trayvon Martin's mother right here, y'all. Where in the heck did she take some acting classes? Tell me, please. Y'all don't see this as suspect? Y'all don't see this as people giving up their little ones for fame and fortune? And it's some people that's so blind. Oh, they're going to need this type of money. If you collect $1 million, it's okay to go up. And somebody came in my comment section. Thank you so very much. Because somebody told me that this is how the GoFundMe works. They'll tell you to lower the bar, to ask for less money. And then when you reach it, go up. And then they'll tell you to go up. But how many times do you go up? They done went up, about 4 times? I can see if you reach a certain amount and then you be like, we might need a little bit more, and you go up once, maybe twice. But when you get into going up on GoFundMe's 3, 4, 5, 6 times, something ain't right in the water, y'all. It's not. Something is not right. Look at that female that passed away in Chicago. In the freezer. Everybody was all over that story. Word on the street is they took a body part from her too and gave it to a celebrity. Word on the street. Word on the street is a celebrity was part owner of that hotel. Word on the street is that case had Masonic ties. Word on the street is the mother in that case told all the supporters to stop marching and go home. And she got paid millions. Millions of dollars. And she going crazy right now, y'all, because the money gone. Because y'all know simple-minded people that let somebody spend all their money, and once that money gone, they gone. Her boyfriend left her after the money was gone. And now she is losing cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's eating her alive. She didn't pay no attention. She wasn't thinking about her daughter. While that money was there, she was out with the fancy cars and shopping, and they was just living it up. When the money ran out, she seemed like she hunted now. She is being hunted now. She's running through the streets in a birthday suit, all kind of stuff she's doing right now. Because she sold her daughter out. Sold him out. But ask yourself this question. Why do the blessings keep coming and coming and coming for Trayvon Martin's family? And is this going to be the same thing with Nolan, y'all? Ask yourself this question. Is it going to be the same thing? Because the mama is smiling from ear to ear. Is she about to be in the next movie? Because she darn sure love the spotlight, according to people that's close to it, y'all. And that's probably why. And she's pretty too. Okay? And probably smart book-wise. This is why a lot of the whites that was going to school with her didn't like her. Okay, y'all? Didn't like her. Or so they say. She's one step from being a doctor. This is what they saying. Y'all know how y'all go to the doctor and a nurse practitioner or whatever is the doctor, your doctor? Yeah, that's what she is. Y'all. So she's basically a doctor. Went to school with judges and all kind of stuff. Okay? The judge says she knows her, but she says she don't know none of these people. I find that hard to believe that you don't know none of these guys that your son been hanging with that much. I find it hard to believe that, y'all. It just is. And this sounds just like Carmelo. People were coming to his house, kicking it with him. He was going to their house. They said when they got to court, they don't know him. They ain't friends with him. And they had to prove that they were. Is this going to be the case with this? Her saying she don't know the judge and all that, and they going to pop out some pictures on us? Ask yourself this question. Is there more to the story than meets the eye, y'all? That's all I'm saying. This story is all over the place, and the same people are surrounding this situation. This is Trayvon Martin parents in a movie, y'all. What day and age do you lose a child and gain fame and fortune? Huh? This one? This goes on in the industry every day. Every day. Finesse 2 times, baby mama just passed away. Just passed away. Young Thug, baby mama, hit up at the bowling alley, whatever that was. This happens every day, y'all. And you cannot tell me that somebody that's a doctor don't have no insurance policy. And if everybody paid for all the expenses, that means that insurance policy goes in her pocket too. And what they gonna do with all of this GoFundMe money? Ask yourself this question, y'all. Ask yourself this question. They're gonna do with all of that. They're gonna split it with Ben Crump, just like they did. And I'm not saying Ben Crump shouldn't get paid for his work, but they're doing more interviews than on the streets, footing it, doing some work, footwork. We want to see y'all do some footwork. Not sit in the office and make some phone calls. Do some footwork. Oh, y'all send some people to march down there. Okay. Do some footwork. Do some more stuff. Now we got the feds that's involved. And everybody's saying just be calm, be calm, be calm. Which a lot of people are being calm. But they still going to be nosy and they still going to give their opinions. And just because somebody give their opinion doesn't mean they're right, doesn't mean they're wrong. They just talking about what they hear. Just like I told y'all, people were saying that picture was fake. Now I just put up, it don't look like that picture fake. Somebody brought out something that guy has USA on his chest. Shaved into his chest, y'all. The hair on his chest. My bad, y'all. I have to get some water. USA on his chest, which makes me think that was from the 4th. That was from the 4th. Ain't no way it wasn't. Look at Al Sharp and Jay-Z, y'all. They go way back. I mean, way, way back. Okay, y'all? They do. They go way back. This is crazy. All of these people are a part of a cult, allegedly. If you don't believe in God and you believe in Satan, that's cult right there, y'all. This is Jay-Z with a spirit cooker, y'all. This is Jay-Z. This is what I said. If Jay-Z reach out to you, if you have anybody in your family pass away and he reach out to you, what you gonna say? A lot of people in the comments was telling them basically to kick rocks. All money ain't good money. All attention ain't good attention, y'all. When you got the world behind you, you don't need this. How in the world could Jay-Z care about your son, Trayvon Martin, when he is leading all of these little ones, all of these people astray with his music, his actions, the things that he's doing with other celebrities? Other celebrities then came out and said he is forcing them to put demonic stuff in their videos that he signed. And if they don't agree with it, he don't support them. And their career just go away. If they do what he tell them, their career just soars. But if they don't, look at Rihanna. Good girl gone bad. Look at all the demonic stuff she put in her videos and all of that stuff. Look where Rihanna is at right now. Because she did what she was told. And when she didn't do what she was told, now she's doing what she's told again. Beyonce, same thing. How can they call themselves care about your child that was taken out when you are leading so many kids astray right now? Ask yourself this question. If you're pushing demonic stuff on people, new artists coming up. An artist came out and said that if they speak about God around a Jay-Z, he don't want nothing to do with them. It's crazy. This is crazy, y'all. Look at this woman. The satanics in high places. Is that what's going on with Nolan? All the Satanists in high places and Masonic people in high places supporting them. Is they about to get a movie role too? I'm just asking. Because the mama is smiling from ear to ear. You can't wipe the smile off her face. Look at this woman artwork. She got what looks to be a child with BLOOD all over it. And all kind of mess. Standing up against the wall. A little. How's this art, y'all? This is what Jay-Z is about. So ask yourself this question. How could he care about Trayvon Martin? How can they come out there and act like they care? And if you care so much about Trayvon, why is there so many other stories out here? I don't see y'all face nowhere. Because the word on the street is they all tied Masonic, y'all. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. This is what this woman is into. That Jay-Z it goes toe-to-toe with. His buddies. This is what they're into, y'all. You can't make this up. People jumping on here. It was an actor that came out and she was like, stop taking out our babies. She should be saying that to the parents that's joining these cults, y'all. Not saying that Nolan Mama did. There's a lot of suspect stuff coming up, y'all. And you have to look at the people that's surrounding them. You have to. You got to look at the people that is surrounding. Same people that's surrounding them is surrounding them right now. You can't make this up. Same people. You got Al throwing up the Baphomet. Now he got his hand. I wouldn't even want their hands on me. And you running around throwing up devil horns. I wouldn't want your hands on me. I wouldn't want nothing at no Masonic ties stuff whatsoever. From the stuff that I didn't researched, ain't no way in the world. Not a tear the first. You gotta look at every angle of this. One thing that I have to talk about is the mothers. Not just the mother, because some of these fathers out here is taking on mother and father role too. Okay? But as a mother, even when you're living in a hood and there's so much crime going on, you want to put your kids in a better neighborhood and you look for areas where, you know, there's low crime and stuff like this. Ask yourself this question. Why would a person go and move in a sundown town? Because this is what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's true or not, because if that's the case, the daddy, I don't see how he's surviving out there. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? When you got certain, you know, house ninjas, this is what I call it, that's involved with organizations, okay? Because when I put in a mother's name in Gematria, it says football club. That's popping up, football club. And I'm like, what the heck is that? And that hymn came up. And the story is about, you know, a father that gift wraps his child and hands him over to the elites so he could be a part of their, you know, their basketball team and their football team, and they're rural. And they you know, they were telling him, we've been watching you ever since you were little. I thought about that when it was her or the father said, you know, his little brothers, they can play just like him. They're good too. It was like they're already replacing Nolan. The way they're talking. I don't know about y'all, but it's just weird to me. And I have to call it out. I just can't sit back and act like it's not happening and they're not saying the things that they're saying, because they saying it, y'all. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about the updates and all of that stuff. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.